very kindly been given some yes, we're getting the thumbs up from the fantastic marshals down here at Ramsey Hairpin, so we've been provided with some sweet sustenance for the afternoon as well. So, yeah, Chris, to your first point, it does seem to be drying out slowly. Let's hope that continues over the course of the afternoon. But, yeah, hopefully Robbie can get to a picture.
Can I borrow for a second?
Prix, please, on the socials, because we like to sit down. And also, Dave Christian, let's go back to Glen Helen out there, Dave. I didn't ask you earlier on, Dave, much of a crowd out there in Glen Helen today?
It's not bad. The car park is pretty full, but there's a lot of cars here. It's quite taxi match, pretty well bikes. Sometimes, certainly the first race day at TT week, the place is absolutely great. The bikes are parked all the way down the back past the old Swiss chalet. Today it's not so bad. There's one queue here, and of course they're pushing all down. Just seem to go down the roadside of the wall down towards
Yay, working.
this series of beds.
After all.
So there's plenty of space to spread out. We've had the tree just in front of the country box has been pretty much cleared away. I think it was on the hashtag. I think that removed all the foliage from it, so we've got plenty of bright sunlight. You sit here and don't care what you wear. Attention paddock, we have now got the course clear at both Union Mills and Whitegates. The riders are now on the way back in on the course, being escorted by traffic marshals. We are good for a 13:30 start, 30 laps for the 2-lap MGP lightweight race. That's 13:30 2-lap race for the MGP lightweights. Thank you, control out.
Let's do this on air. Let's get a description of a pit stop. What Lee's looking for is coming out of Governor's Dip, and I'll leave it to you, John. Yes,
Attention paddock, technical inspection is open for machines 1 to 20 in the junior race. This is your second call for machines 1 to 20 to technical inspection for junior race.
We don't get to pick obviously where our fuel spot is, but we get it.
Hello people of the world, this is Duncan YT live at the Manx Grand Prix. Finally got the stream working.
How far down you're going to have to go or whatever, so then you're only looking in that area, because if you've caught a rider or two or someone's caught you, there's probably 2 or 3 other riders sitting ready, or they're already out anxious waiting for their rider, so it helps to only have sort of 20-metre periods to be looking for on that spot. And luckily enough, I've got quite a few large mechanics, generally Big Neil, and he does all the waving, so he's pretty easy.
So only one guy in your team is charged with the job of waving. They're not all clapping their arms around.
They can't be standing out. You can't have three guys standing waving, and if that was in every team, then you know what I mean, there'd be 15, 20 people standing. So yeah, there's only ever one guy. The only thing that makes it harder now is with the balaclavas on. So before it used to be fit to see their face, which was obviously a lot easier. But luckily enough, Neil's quite a distinct shape, so I can spot him out of the crowd.
but it looks like everything's getting set
But
up.
yeah, so that's all you're looking for. Then obviously
Hopefully you
get
can see.
as calm as possible and lead over some information, get some information.
We've got the
off
boards,
mechanics, where you are, who's
and this is
coming
the
good,
first
who's
ever
getting on,
race
all
of the
that
Manx
stuff,
Grand
and
Prix.
then just get the bike in the gear and clutch out and away you go.
Without exceeding the pit lane speed, obviously, on the way out.
Yeah, that's obviously with modern bikes now, we've all got pit lane limits. You check them throughout the week and stuff, and unless you do something like a gearing change, and if you weren't savvy enough to go and check that, well, there's no real excuse for coming into pit lane too fast.
Don't forget the exit of pit lane is downhill.
Yeah, see that? Little leg thinks of all these things, doesn't it?
Dave, thanks very much.
Attention paddock. Technical inspection is now open for junior machineries 21 and above. Technical inspection is now open for junior race machines 21 and above.
I said your lovely wife is standing here with the brolly over us. It's not often we get this kind of treatment at the Manx Grand Prix, is it?
No, it's great that the weather's like this, yeah. It's just a shame it
Nice sunny weather. Green light
TV
TV have arrived with their cameras.
Anyway, we're stuck with what we got, so that's it, you know.
So Ian's setting up at number 2. How are you feeling about today's race, Ian?
Yeah, good. Yeah,
Quiet.
really confident. Yeah,
Looks a bit of a quiet grandstand.
Eddie and the boys have put a lot of, and Jerry,
You know, on the
put a
pit,
lot
on
of
the seat.
work into them over the last couple of years. It's obviously been 3 years since the last race.
30 quid, I think.
Yeah, we
I looked at it yesterday, and apparently yesterday one was 15. I don't know if they moved the ticket, you know, you had a ticket for yesterday and if they moved it today, you know.
You know, I think people sitting on the edges, they will agree that...
That or they've all gone to sit down before.
You know, you can do full strokes at the TT and road bikes or two road bikes. These are proper race bikes, and you know they're fickle, yes, but they're just what they are, you know. And people want to hear them and see them, I think.
Yeah, just unfortunately a lot of people have had problems, I think, in practice. And so, anyway, good luck for today's race, Ian, and we'll be cheering you on.
Okay, thanks, Alan. Bye. Sally Johnson still with us. Lee's going to be joining us up at the commentary box as well. Lee, when he came up to cover the senior TT with myself and Steve Day, that gave you a completely different aspect of this place, didn't it?
Yeah, obviously I think the most important thing, or what I sort of was a bit mind-blown by, was how good you actually are at your job. It kills me saying it, but yeah, both Steve and yourself, I couldn't believe the amount of information you were relaying and trying to get it out, and you take for granted when you're listening, when you think, oh, why is he not spotted that, but we must fit the other things going on. But yeah, to look down on the pit straps and see those guys.
Testing.
That's incredible to watch. I mean, some of the shapes of the gun, and it's great to watch it.
Yeah, the coverage was absolutely unbelievable. You have to give credit, I think, to Paul and all the guys that pushed for all this to happen. And I know there was probably quite a lot of people that didn't want to change and still probably don't want to change, but no one can argue with what the outcome was. It was absolutely tremendous. So yeah, if that's the future, it's only going to get better and better.
So welcome everyone watching on Duncan YT. We're only on Duncan YT because Twitch is not working, but we are at the grandstand near the pit lane waiting for the bikes to go.
Since you started doing all your blogs and vlogs and whatever else that you do, has that helped your profile, bring more sponsors, helped you?
Yeah, honestly, at the start it started as a bit of a joke. Partner Christy was at me for ages to do it, and I sort of thought, my life is pretty boring. I know I ride motorbikes, but outside
It's a really nice sunny Saturday.
I realise now that people just want to see stuff that they don't normally see. Do you know what I mean? Whether it's like I've been mentioning Big Neil a lot, but he's turned into a bit of a star after those vlogs. So things like that there, and I just want to see how the inside workings of a team works, because we forget because it's normal to riders on the other side of the fence. So if that's what gives people an insight, well, it's only better for the sport. And like you say, the value or credit that's come to me off of different sponsors and stuff wanting to get involved, and that's good. I think now that a few other riders that have sort of jumped on the back of that and are trying to do the same thing. So yeah, you start to
Hopefully you enjoy this, and hopefully we'll have everything. Technical problems are sorted out.
Software, the audio, you just give it to people, say, there you go. No, Christy does absolutely everything. so I'm already doing that part. To get the camera, it was really much harder. So
Good video you did of you guys coming over to the Southern London and saw all the guys. Did you throw up the plane or somebody threw up the plane?
yeah, it was me, yeah. Yeah, because obviously we went a few times and it was playing evening music, so I was panicking a bit, and it was beautiful coming over, but I had it in my head, so yeah, I landed a little bit back. But yeah, first time at the Southern, absolutely amazing event. It was jam-packed, the weather was amazing, it was so well run, you know, for timing and everything, I couldn't believe. So something that's class was a smaller road race. Yeah, credit to the guys down there. I don't know who runs it or what way it's going. Alright, there you go.
So yeah, I've got the light class, I think it is, lightweights. I think the lightweights are top first.
I thought it was amazing. That's why
And then we've got lightweights for 2 laps, then they've got the schedule, what's the other after. It's all changed now. I'm only really sure this is the lightweights for it, isn't it? 2 laps lightweight.
So on this bike we've not had a very good run, to be fair. It's not for the one to try and win. Mick Althwaite's phenomenal. The effort he puts in preparing the bike, there's absolutely nothing that he doesn't do to try and sort of create a good working bike. We've just had a tiny little problem and everything, we've only done 2 laps, you know, it's very frustrating. All season the bike runs perfectly, and then typical because of the one event that we really want to, you know, and the little niggles from this place just shows.
So yeah, I was waiting for
Shows everything up, yeah.
It does, doesn't it? I mean, it's a long way around. There's a lot of bumps and jumps
yeah,
and all the rest of it, and it punishes the machines, and there's been a lot of efficiency in this back. But,
lightweight
you
first.
know, I suppose that's just what
The benefits are next, and then the benefits of 3 laps, I think.
All these bikes are all sort of triggered through, you know, they're all getting on in age. Everyone here is throwing, you know, as many new cars.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember the order.
Yeah, I mean,
It's not like 3 races.
hopefully that all your little gremlins sorted in will be ready for a couple of laps.
certainly 2 laps, I think the 2 laps every night have worked in our favour. We had it on the dyno last night, it seemed to rev okay. We're now watertight, we've struggled with a couple of times. We've stretched the new shading, so yeah, hopefully, yeah, fingers crossed.
Well, fingers crossed for you, Chris. I hope you have a good one.
Just want to say huge thanks, as always, to all of the sponsors that help me out. I couldn't do this without Silver Star Services, Commercial Audio, Real Roads, C3 Technical, Dunlop, Heat have just come on board. Fantastic, yeah, thanks to all of them. Yeah.
No problem. Good to give them a shout out. Thank you.
Yeah, Chris Morsby, the camera themselves in the other for me. Just a little plate just kind of rolled up just beside us there. We're ready to go racing here at 1:30 start.
Oh yeah, so Dunlop.
So interesting, John, from that standpoint there. So
and read it out.
say to you a little bit about just like Chris, a little bit earlier on about the pit stops and stuff. What you can imagine,
Dunlop's lightweight. Well, I think that's going to be at the moment +1 now. Okay. What's the next one after this?
The Angels Features. Yeah, the Bremont.
Classic, and that's
And that's it.
the Brunette,
Bremont.
the Bremen, Classic, Senior, they have to bring it on. Let's see what happens.
We've got Timothy Mallow here, riding number 32 in the light race.
Any bikes out yet?
How are you getting on there, Timothy? Looking forward to this today.
Today is a great day, beautiful weather. Happy to
He sounds French, that guy. There is one.
I press finger for finish racing, no problem.
And as you know, about to pick up some small ones on our way.
Yes, this week many problems. Front shaft is broken and last practice, and every night working so many hours, and now it's my mechanic has a big job, good job, and today
Well, they're getting ready now.
And we've got some lovely sunshine and have a great day.
Thank you. Bye-bye. 17 qualifiers, but 17 now 22 minutes or 4, 9 or 3. I hope you've got your programs ready out there, guys and girls, to the Dunlop lightweight and Manx Grand Prix. There's now a few changes for the lightweights to give you.
So hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. I don't know if I can get the comments, so in one track before. No. Don't tell me you're gonna go.
Tyre pressures, can they change because of the heat? I didn't used to change my tyre pressures due to the heat. Mostly, I used to drop pressure when it was colder to make the tyre the car.
Attention pilots, that's 15 minutes to the start of the Manx Grand Prix lightweight race, so please can we have all machines up onto the grid and ready to go. Control out. So can we have please all bikes up onto the start line? Thank you.
Bikes are getting ready to come out.
Thanks so much, John Hogan. There's a question? No, it's not a question, it's just a shout out to Stu Hall, who's going off in that number 7 position. People on the YouTube channel were after me speaking to a kind of grassroots privateer rider, and that's exactly what Stu's running. It's a family run team. He's been racing for 30 odd years and finished fastest privateer in the 2017 lightweight race. Knows what he's doing, and it's really good to see him moving up. I think he might be on for a good day though. Yeah, looking at his time on practice, 5th qualifier, 20 minutes, 1.89.
Getting the bikes ready. The bikers will get in their numbers.
I've got Will Murphy here now. I remember Will when he was quite young, but his dad was racing at the same time as my dad now. I did. I used to keep an eye on him, and it's quite bizarre. But yeah, how are you getting on, Will?
Yeah, really good. Been quicker than I've ever been on a classic bike this week. Getting there on a t-shirt.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I started out on a 250, but I've never raced one around here. It must be a lot of fun.
Yeah, fantastic, and such a nimble bike, and the brakes are good, and everything's just just a big smile on my face. So I want to say a massive thanks to Clive Summerfield, whose bike it is really.
Having to hold it so you can see it. People standing up and everything. Got really busy. Look busy at the back. You can see there's one rider out already over there. See the other riders. You can see. Can you believe it? Yeah, but the rider name. I didn't get a chance to read it. Didn't get it. I didn't this morning get a chance to look at it. Put my read on it all. They might say it again on the radio. fact, did you know something? That you know the one with the white bibs, or the white media bibs, they can only go from here. British national anthem. The Manx national anthem. The Manx national anthem being played. They play the British and the Manx at the start of every race, don't they, Mum? Or every day. Isn't it the start of the day, though? But they just did the British and the Manx. Sometimes they only do the British. Live at the Isle of Man Manx Grand Prix for the first ever race Saturday. Welcome viewers around the world, whoever's watching. Right, just heard the two national anthems, the British and the Manx. Yes, the Isle of Man has its own. A lot of riders getting ready. But you know what, I found out something interesting, Mum.
Watch that video.
Oh yeah, I know. So you know the ones with the white bib?
Yeah.
They can only go from there. Ones that blue can go further. Some guy was telling us on YouTube.
Ah,
Yeah.
they were started at this.
No, the media.
Oh, right.
So apparently the blue ones are host media and the white ones like independent, independent like YouTubers and all that. But apparently they make you pay £100 so that you don't take a tab away, because so that next year you don't get, so they don't accidentally, because next year you could be like, well, accidentally, take it home, and then the year after you could pretend to be someone and you don't have the permission. So these little things these other YouTubers saying. But it's getting recorded on green light and then it comes out on ITV 2 weeks later, I think, or a week later. Isn't that one of the guys that taps the riders?
Yeah, he's been at that for years.
He's been the same one for years, I think, hasn't it? He does TT and Grand Prix. Yeah. Trying to see if I see any riders.
There's one there.
I know there's one there, but I'm talking about some up front. Hopefully my connection won't go, because there's probably going to be loads of people streaming this on YouTube or anything. Because it's not like TT where it's got official live stream anymore. And they've got the flag bearers. So that's one thing they're keeping, because the scouts would normally use, so the scouts would normally do, they would normally be at the pit board, but the pit board has been demolished and getting rebuilt, isn't it, Mum? hopefully it's got the Isle of Man flag, the Britain, I think that's Scotland, America, I think, Italy, England. Trying to guess the flags. So the flag bearers are ready. Local scouts doing the flags. They'll stand over there. Yeah, I think we have the Lieutenant Governor over there, it looks like.
5 minutes start line, 5 minutes.
The Governor and government officials. The Governor of the Isle of Man. His Excellency. So that's the Governor of the Isle of Man and Lady Governor, the Chief Minister, What? Hello. What was in he said hello. You don't think I was seeing if he said hello? So we did get a hello from the Chief Minister there, but didn't we? The new one, Alf Cannon. You know, I didn't know that. I was just saying it to I was saying it to the viewers to let them know.
I know.
But he heard that, didn't he? I don't think he that was that bothered.
3 minutes start line, 3 minutes.
Riders getting ready to put on their bike, put on their helmet. Put on one of the helmets. Radio's getting ready.
Start line, 2 minutes.
You haven't got a read on yours. Yeah, that's... Getting ready. Smoke.
1 minute start line, 1 minute.
Yeah, a lot of smoke. The first couple of lights are up, down. Hopefully get
This one, right there.
this one here. But they're more smokier, these ones. very crouching at the start. It's risky this time. Right, the last three. Last two.
Number 20, at the off, second start at the foot,
I'm with you. Are we just going to stay here for this one?
Yeah, may as well.
Or do you want to run?
But you're not going to make it. Yeah. It's only 2 laps. It's less than half an hour.
We'll just stay at this one for this one.
Ian Walker is holding on to a fourth place with Michael Dunlop currently in fifth. And that advantage for Brown.
Yeah, I know.
4 seconds.
Sorry, no, he's a pain.
No, it's you.
James Hine 4 seconds ahead of Dominic Herbertson. Ian Walker is
Everyone else is allowed to move around.
down on Dominic Herbertson with Michael Dunlop 5th place. He's a further 9 back on Locker. But the quickest man here, the first man on the road for last now, that's Dominic Herbertson. And
Thomas
two more
and
mid review here.
Herbertson, sounds right.
Yeah, he was first stop.
In that order, so Will Loader on number 20, just got ahead of Richard Parker on number 19, so that's a 10-second advantage on corrected time, but he's also ahead of him on the road here at Glen Helen on the opening lap. A little bit of a steadier approach here, a little bit of a leg out as well. Number 22, Adrian Morris, safely through here on his opening lap. Second man on the road, Ian Walker, now also through the left bridge, and we're still awaiting the others before we can put in that leaderboard, which here at Glen Helen on lap 1, your leader is Dominic Herbertson.
Ready through the last bridge, and the gap to Dominic Herbertson is 9.1. So let's look at the maths on that one. He was ahead of James Hine by 2.4 at Glen Helen. So he's jumped forward, but we are waiting now. Already through now is Hine. It's 1.995. So he's grabbed half a second back lead. Johnson, your thoughts on the early parts of the race?
Yeah, it's obviously very, very close. I wasn't expecting it to be this close straight off the start. Obviously, whatever, just bog it down a little bit and stuff. But I think Mike showed really good pace all week, and these were the two that you've been talking to and talking about all week. So it's looking like it's going to be a good close 2 laps.
James Hine, quickest after the grandstand speed trap off the start line, 36.429. What sort of lap pace is he on, Chris Boyd?
Both on 117, Mike Brown about 117.2, James Hine 117 exactly.
Leaderboard then, Mike Brown, number 7 at Falaf, leads by 0.1995 seconds to number 9, James Hine. Number 1, Dominic Overton, third. 7.1 back. Then fourth place, number 2, Ian Locker, 5.3 back. Then number 12, Dan Sales, slotting into fifth, but we are waiting for Michael Dunlop. He's, well, 300ths of a second back off Locker. Michael Dunlop, in fact, has got ahead. Yeah, Dan Sales got ahead of Michael Dunlop there now. That's 3 seconds Dan Sales got Michael Dunlop. So what's he got back there? 4 seconds that Dan Sales got back on Michael Dunlop and Glen Helen to Black Bridge. So that's number 6, Michael Dunlop, is 3.3 back off Dan Sales. Number 10, Stuart Hall, after talking to Chris Palmer on the line there, he's 4.6 back in 7th position. 8th, number 11, Phil Harvey, 7 seconds back on that. And number 9, Michael Sweeney, well, he ripped the seat. You didn't hear what he said before the start of the race. He ripped the padding off the seat so he can get himself a bit more comfier. Can't understand that one. I know he's got a bit of a bad back lead, but there you go. He's 9th position at the moment, 13.6 back.
Yeah, I don't think Michael's done a lot of laps this week, so he was a bit stressed. I think he got one this morning and basically just ran the bike in. So yeah, I think he'll probably come strong on in towards the end of the first lap, possibly the second lap, because like you said earlier, he's won an Irish Championship on a 250, so he knows how to ride one.
Rhys Hardesty up to 8th position at Black Bridge. Let's head over to Ramsey Hairpin nice and early. This is shaping up, Rob Pritchard, to be an absolute cracking Dunlop lightweight Manx Grand Prix.
It really is, isn't it? No early calls to really be made as we wait for the first rider to make their way round past Whitegate, Stella Maris, and then up into our view here up at Ramsey Hairpin. All quiet at the moment, but we're expecting the volume to be going up very shortly. If you missed it before, James Hind, the quickest from Glen Helen to Ballath, 3:28.171. We had Mike Brown, 3:28.616. We had Dominic Herbertson, who first out on the track, 3:31.499 on the run between Glen Helen and Ballath. Here comes the first machine, Dominic Herbertson, 3:41.805 from Ballath to Ramsey as he goes down through the box, as my predecessor would say, into that tight left-hander, and off he goes on the exit to make the climb onto the mountain, roaring away up towards Waterworks. Now the wait is on for the next to make their way through here, but Herbertson's got a bit of a gap on his man behind, and there we go, there's Ian Locker, 3:44.776, so just under 3 seconds off the second time. He's done in the same area as he rolls away too. Now we wait for the rest of the pack to start making their way through the sunshine, through the north of the island, so 2 through so far. Dominic Herbertson, 3:41.805 from Ballath to Ramsey, and Ian Locker, 3:44.776 as we await, I should say, more machines to start making their way, and here does come the next one. That's Mike Brown, 3:38.988, so that's the quickest sector from Ballath to Ramsey on the opening lap so far. Only 3 machines through though, so 2 purple sectors from 3 sectors in total from Mike Brown here, putting in some back to the top of the board as it stands at the moment, as that number 9 machine makes its way into that low, slow left-hander, roaring away up towards Waterworks. So at the moment it's Hind through at the top position at the moment, followed by Mike Brown in second, and then number 1 Dominic Herbertson in third. 2 more here. Here's number 4 Michael Sweeney on the way through, 3:58.943, and Michael Dunlop number 6 there, 4:04.623. So Dunlop a little off the pace at the moment. He's currently running in 5th position overall as the machines have come through Ramsey Hairpin. 4th Ian Locker, number 1 Dominic Herbertson in 3rd at the moment, and then Mike Brown in 2nd, and James Hind leading, as he has done for so many of the qualifying sessions so far. So it's looking good for Hind, 6th, and then Phil Harvey 7th. Michael Dunlop dropping down to 8th through Ramsey Hairpin. So whatever's happening with Michael Dunlop, it just hasn't quite worked out for him pace-wise through the north of the island so far. Got a little bit quiet, so just a reminder, James Hind, the quickest, number 9 at the moment. Total time at that point through Ramsey Hairpin, 12.675. You can just hear another making their way through the distance. Second, number 7 Mike Brown, 12:01.406. Here we are down through the box again. That's number 15, so that's Chris Moore, 3:53.686 on the run from Ballath, and number 16 as well, that's Rhys Hardesty, 3:50.115 for him. So that puts Rhys Hardesty into 7th and Chris Moore into 10th. Back to you. Getting a report to Michael Dunlop going quite slow through Whitegate, also a retirement as well down in Quarterbridge. We've got Timothy Minow, who's unfortunately retired down in Quarterbridge, a number 32 bike rider, perfectly okay. Looking at the speed trap, lap number 1, Mike Brown, quickest through there on the lightweights, 151.382. Just bring you in on this one, Lee Johnson. That's quite slow compared to what the 160s nearly in practice week.
Yeah, I don't know whether it's just to do with the temperature or what the situation is. I know Michael had changed some jetting and stuff before this session, the mechanics said earlier, so I don't know whether that's that's maybe just what his issue is. Hopefully it's nothing too serious, but just looking down at James Hyde's parents here pacing up and down the pit lane, so no, it's credit to them. It's a small little team and they run that 250 themselves, so for him to be leading is absolutely amazing.
James Hyde then leads through Ramsey hairpin by 3/4 of a second for number 7 Mike Brown. Then there's number 1 Dominic Herbertson, who is 11, let's call that 12 seconds back in third. The number 2
Attention paddock, attention paddock. We are looking at starting the Manx Grand Prix Junior race at 3:15 and the start of the Senior Classic race at 5:30. Subject to obviously any issues arriving up in the meantime. So we're looking to start the Manx Grand Prix Junior race at 3:15 and the Senior Classic race at 5:30. Control out.
11 Phil Harvey in 8th, 6th Michael Dunlop in 9th, 15 Chris Moore in 10th position. Waiting for that leader, there he is, he's at the bungalow. The leader's a second, it's here, 1.012. So the pace is lifted up a bit for James Hyde. He was 2.4 back at Glen Helen, but now he's a second ahead.
Both Brown and Hind on MGP lap record pace. Mike Brown is on a 1:17.4 pace. James Hind on a 1:17.5 pace. The MGP lap record does stand to James Hind for 2019 at 116.45 on the Yamaha. The outright TT Classic 250 lap record, of course, stands to Bruce Anstey at 120.475.
So James Hind leads by 0.102 seconds for number 1 Dominic Herberson. 14 seconds back. Dominic has clawed 3 more seconds. Mike Brown's clawed 3 more seconds away from Dominic Herberson there. Ian Locke has dropped another few seconds back with number 2. He stays in 4th place. Michael Dunlop back on the pipe again, up to about 5th position, but he's going to drop down with Stuart Hall, who's just come through. The number 10 Mike in 5th position. He's 12 seconds back off Locker. There's Dan Sale, just slots in the 5th position through the bungalow. He'll be climbing up now to Halewood Heights, the highest point of the Isle of Man TT circuit. Dan Sale is only 0.02 of a second behind Ian Locker. So Dan Sale is on a bit of a mission on that number 12, the black Fairend RS 250 that he's got. But James Hyde through the bungalow on lap record pace, and Mike Brown as well, but only one of them can grab it. But Dominic Herberson's pulling away from Ian Locker.
Just 1 second between them for the race lead. Looking a little bit further down the leaderboard, just outside the top 10. Mikko Srini is in 11th. In fact, it disappears off the screen just as we start to go through it because they're already at Cromnamona, Chris.
Certainly are, yeah. Mikko Srini in about 9th position at the moment. He's 5 seconds behind Michael Dunlop. Some more speed trap times to bring in Dominic Herberson. Lap 1, 150.365. Number 12, Dan Sale, 149.86. Number 2, Ian Locker, 148.732. Number 9, James Hyde, 148.108. And Simon Hunt, you talked about in tours earlier on. Lee Johnson, number 33. Through the speed trap, another Dennis Trollopipe at nearly 147 mile an hour, and the leaders are now through Cromnamona. Dominic Herberson's through there as well. Dominic to Locker at the bungalow was 5
Leaders
seconds.
must
It's
be
now
on.
out to 19, but we're obviously going to equate other people into that. And don't forget,
Leaders
Dominic
must be on
and
the way.
Ian won't have any traffic at all. There's Mike Brown through there. Let's do the maths. Dominic Herberson's dropped another 2 seconds back from Mike Brown. That gap's up to 16 seconds, but like Chris says, it's 20 seconds that we have to wait for him to come through. Mike Brown's gone through, James Hyde over there, and the next 10
It's just hard to see when you fly past. They're so fast that you can't even tell.
They are, and James Hyde is through Cromnamona. The gap's not grown that much. It's 1.049. It was 1.012 at the bungalow, so the gap is still a second. So Dominic Herberson is through and across the line to start his final lap. As he went across the line here, locked his lap time now, let's give you that 1953.6 or 113.79, but Mike Brown.
James Hyde sounds
Manx Grand Prix lap record. James Hyde, number 9. Also, Mike Brown was underneath that lap record, or over the lap record, and a round of applause here.
Someone must be happy in the...
4:03. And what have we got down? Let's have a little look there. James Hyde leads by 1 second. Dominic Herbersson 16. 16 seconds back. Number 12, Dan Sale, he's in 4th place. Number 2, Ian Locker, that's Sue Crocnamona. Wait for the rest of the riders to come through the grandstand then. Hine leads by 1.8 seconds. He's extended it.
Don't know where
17
Dunlop
seconds
is
back,
either.
Mike Brown is ahead of Dominic Herberson, and then it's 19 seconds back to Locker.
These guys are going to get tip boards out there. Lee showing there's only a second between them. It's a huge race on now.
Yeah, really close. Just a massive turn of respect there from everyone at Pitley and clapping at James Hyde for getting on that.
That's a pretty good lap for him as well. Let's give you the lap time. 20 minutes away. 5 to 8 when he's spotted the leaderboard. Let's give you then.
But he didn't go in pit lane, did he?
No.
He went the other way.
13.1 back. Then it's number 2, Ian Locker in 4th.
If it is him.
19.5 back. Then it's number
If it
12,
is
Dan
him,
Sale in
that'll be a time,
5th. Just up there. Well, let's call that 600ths of a second back in 5th. 6th place for number 10, Stuart Hall. 14.8 back on Dan Sale. 7th place for number 11, Phil Harvey. 17, let's call that 18 seconds back in 7th. 8th position for number 4, Michael Sweeney. 36.3 back. And we've just seen Michael Dunlop there go across the line. Also going well. Reese's lap time, speed 111.27. And we've got Stuart Hall at 112.391. Chris Moore at 110.516. And Michael Sweeney's lap time, 107.533. Such a shame for Michael Dunlop there on the cross-hand livery machine, the number 6 bike, being a retirement, 106.775.
Have I got that right? You've retired?
We're making the way through.
Dunlop is retired.
Very
Yeah,
shortly.
it's just
We
gone
must have a
there.
quick
It's
look at
down
the
there.
speed trap here at the grandstand, 143.227.
I wonder if it's his bikes or is it his tyres.
Something a mechanic changed somewhere.
Well, he has, if it's the right bike, the bike that, if I got it right, see which bike is, but there's one that it's like 10 years old and he hasn't ridden it. This is his first, you know. Well, that's one of the big TT guys out.
Not quite as fast as what Mike Brown's on, but obviously James has got a lot more experience to ride the 250, so I think that's what's making for such a good close race. You've got two different points, and I think he's coming in there with all the ability and skill, and then obviously none of the knowledge of a two-stroke. So yeah, it's tight. Hopefully we can see a lap time, even faster lap time go here with being so close at this point of the race.
Just before they got out to Glen Helen, 11th Adrian Morris, 12th Will Loader, 13th Richard Parker, 14th Andrew Jackson and 15th Richard Wilford. Let's get out to Glen Helen, Dave.
Just bang on time there, Chris. First man on the road, Dominic Herberson, safely through here on his second and final lap. And we're just going to let the clock tick down now. 1.8 seconds the gap was between Hind and Brown at the grandstand. Let's see who can close it up a little bit further here. Ian Locker should be the next man on the road. We await the Welshman.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be too far away.
That was the top
40
five,
years,
I'd say.
Yeah, I can't remember.
debut at the Manx
I didn't keep
Prix.
count, but it was like
Tremendously
definitely.
successful rider over the years, bags of experience as well, and might just sneak a podium here today. Yet, never know.
But that Hind gang sounds like he was doing alright.
Yeah, it was swinging with
I
it.
don't recognise that name from the bike. He sounds a bit newer.
That was
Two of them going, trying to overtake there.
Was James Hind, and his lead is now 1.1 seconds. 1.1 seconds. So Mike Brown closed in. He's got 7 seconds.
Yeah, it sounds like that James Hind soon.
But Dan Sale might be something to say there. He's going reasonably quickly as well. 113.7 for his first lap. And seems to be having a good week so far.
For some reason the bottle one's like one is
really, really well for this race, and definitely deserves that move up the batting order. And we're hearing, we can hear a little bit of engine noise maybe finding its way up the valley as we're still bathed in sunshine here, but the leader's well on their way now towards the lap. Next man is in the queue, it is number 10, Stuart Hall. Big knee out, tips that into the left-hander, and Stuart Hall closely followed on the road line. 23 seconds back in third place from Mike Brown is number 1, Dominic Herbertson. Ian Locker currently holding fourth place, but he's 50 seconds down. Next man into view, some glints off the fair and comes out of the trees. That's the number 11, Phil Harvey. Phil Harvey just quite making here, 6th place so far, 6 fastest for Phil Harvey. And no sign of Dan Sale. And they were right together as well when they came through on the opening laps. Dan Sale picking up some time on Phil Harvey, but haven't seen Dan come through this time around, so it might be a little bit of a problem for him somewhere. But it is James Hind with that lead. Lap 2, second and final lap of this lightweight. The leaderboard. 6th place there for Reece Hardesty, 25 seconds down on 5th place Stuart Hall. At leaders, first man's up the left bridge now, Dominic Herbertson. Dominic Herbertson makes the last bridge, so the clock is ticking down now to James Hind and Mike Brown's arrival. Brown will be first, number 7, 20 seconds advantage in the timing system, but that is down to 1.1 seconds when we come racing, so very, very narrow gap. About half a lap to go in this race, and it will be really interesting when they get to Ramsey Hairpin and Rob Pritchard comes out with those times there. They've just got the mountain climb left there, and it'll be down to 1. Giving some of the top 10. Just scroll that screen down a little bit. Stuart Hall, Reece Hardesty was 6th, Chris Moore 7th, Phil Harvey was 8th, Michael Sweeney 9th, and Dan Sale did make it through. He made it to the grandstand, at least he was in 10th place there. But the first man through the left bridge, second man, third man, fourth man, all through the left bridge. James Hind just has the lead there, and he's pulled out for seconds. And we'll go back to the grandstand, get ready for Rob Pritchard at the hairpin.
Number 35, Ian Stanford.
Everyone will move for the next one, the 4th one. I mean, the next one's I think it's a 3 lap race, and that's a
Michael Brown up to second on the road. He's passed Ian Locker, but in passing Ian Locker, he's dropped 3 seconds to James Hind on the run from Glen Helen to the lap, possibly because of just trying to get past Ian Locker. The pace is 2 per lap. Mike Brown on his Balaf to Balaf lap, 118.257, but James Hind Balaf to Balaf, 118.904. On lap 2 through the speed trap, Dominic Herbertson at 150.9, number 7 Mike Brown 148.33, and number 2 Ian Locker 147.587. James Hind, number 9 through the speed trap there, 146.588. Back to Balaf, it's 4.256. James Hind to Mike Brown. Dominic Herbertson 24 seconds back, but you've noticed that Ian Locker, Lee Johnson is catching Dominic Herbertson a couple of seconds back there.
Yeah, he's just starting to close in on that last sector, but hopefully there's a bit of pace in the old man.
How conscious are you, Lee, of time seeping away? It's like Mike Brown, you've caught Ian Locker on the road, you're trying to find the place to get past him.
Yeah, obviously it's hard when it's your teammate, you don't want to be throwing a move up. He's probably got a load of information all week off Ian Locker, trying how to learn how to ride a 250 and then to stuff him up the inside. Summer's not the politest way of doing it, so yeah, it's just frustrating for the team really that one of the it might not even can be the case, but that one of the riders has probably cost the other one the chance of winning the race.
We got down to about 9th position with the leaderboard here with Phil Harvey, number 22, Adrian Morris was in 10th position, 20 we've got there, but it all jumps around again. Andrew Jackson jumps up to about 10th position now on the number 26 bike, but the leaders won't be too far away from Ramsey Hairpin. So keep this figure in mind, James Hind and Mike Brown, it was 1.114 seconds, James Hind and Mike Brown, but now it's 4.2. Rob Pritchard, what do we got? Yeah, thanks Chris. We await the first machine to arrive on this second lap, as you've just been discussing there, maybe just trying to negotiate your way through traffic, and Ian Locker certainly no slouch, I'm pretty sure we all know that. Bit of a shame then for Dan Sale possibly though, if he's been suffering some form of mechanical issues. He was giving Ian Locker a run for his money, and Dominic Herbertson has just come through, 340.801 on the run from the lap to Ramsey as he emerges around Stella Maris, that number 1 machine, the Honda RS 250, down into the left-hander he goes. And roaring towards Waterworks now, he'll be there in just a few moments. So one machine through as it stands, that's Dominic Herbertson, 340.801. Chris Kinley, over to you. Yeah, bad news for Dan Sale, the retirement at the 9th milestone, which is called Black Dog. One retired there, making their arrangements. So number 12, Dan Sale, out of about 5th and 6th place. Rob.
Next week, it'll be 30 quid.
Thanks, Chris. Yeah, here comes the next machine. It's Mike Brown, 329.674, and Ian Locker as well. Just a couple of moments back as well, 342.0 as he headed so far. James Hind maintains the lead in first place, and then 7.393 seconds after him is Mike Brown, number 7 in second, followed by number 1, Dominic Herbertson in 4th. He's running 33.403 seconds behind the leader, and Ian Locker a minute 0.584 behind the leader, 27 seconds back on Dominic Herbertson in 3rd there. So 4 machines through Ramsey Hairpin so far, but that gap that James Hind has been trying to open up as Mike Brown's been trying to negotiate the traffic in front of him has been growing in the north of the island, and we'll be awaiting to see what times they start to generate up at the bungalow, probably in just a couple of minutes time, you would imagine, on that climb up the mountain.
I think 99 the last census.
Bit quiet, out on the track at the moment, so as I mentioned, 4 machines through already. Just a
And also Mr. Alf's new plan to get 1,000 more people, that's achievement.
339.674. Dominic Herbertson, 340.801, that's the best from him, better than his first lap.
We'll see in 5 years' time when this government's finished.
From the lap to Ramsey, 342.040, yep, I think I can just about hear the next machine whirring away in the distance. Here they come, and that is Stuart Hall, 351.162. So he slots into 5th behind number 2, Ian Locker.
Oh, there you go.
Coming out of their hairpin and making its way up towards Waterworks, and the pack's still a little more spread out here. So just a reminder there, number 10 Stuart Hall slotting into 5th place, his run from the left to Ramsey, 351.162. Who have we got next? It's number 4, Michael Sweeney. Let's just have a look, see where that comes in. 4 minutes, 0.317. Phil Harvey has come through as well, and this is 354.7. To the head. There is number 11, Phil Harvey as well. So, sorry, that was Michael Dunlop's time from the last time. My apologies there. Scrolling through all this data, it's fantastic stuff, isn't it? How it gets all put together. So, yeah, just a reminder there. James Hind leading from Mike Brown and from Dominic Herbertson in 3rd at that point. Herbertson is now through the bungalow. In fact, as we can see, let's have a look at this one again. So we've got numbers 16 and 15 on the way through. Reece Hardesty on Prix. Oh, yeah. That's where we started. 9.0.250. Let's see where they slot in. So Herbertson, as I just mentioned, he was through the bungalow as well, 343.458. So we'll await the arrival of both Mike Brown and Ian Locker.
We're waiting for the leaders again.
If they're as close together as they were last time. So where do they slot in at the hairpin? Obviously Dominic Herbertson a bit further. Here we go. More times from the bungalow here. James Hind, 334.806. Purple sector from James Hind. From Ramsey to the bungalow. Mike Brown, 347.079. And Ian Locker, 342.635. That's the best sector time for him. Ian Locker from Ramsey to the bungalow. So James Hind, those times absolutely flashed through here up at our end at Ramsey hairpin. So James Hind is clearly catching both Mike Brown and Ian Locker out on track, and it's been working for James Hind. 334.806, so he maintains the lead overall as Mike Brown sits in second here, but that gap now 19.666 seconds. So James Hine absolutely on the charge here, going towards the end of the final lap. So all through the bungalow, all goes quiet yet again up in the north of the island. Dominic Herbertson, he is in third, 22.389 seconds off Mike Brown in second. Ian Locker is also through the bungalow as well, and he is 27.359 seconds off Dominic Herbertson in third. Quite the run we've got this, could see a fair bit of traffic if you're a viewer up on the mountain section of the course. You could be up for quite a show with those three riders all the way up there. No more machines at the moment. It's got a little bit quiet here up north just at the moment, and I think that'll be a good time to hand back over. Let's look at that lap record then. The TT lap record is 120.475, 1847.43. He's on 119 pace, Chris Boyd.
He is indeed. It's flying stuff for James Hine on the Dennis Trollope Yamaha. He's under the 19-minute mark for bungalow to bungalow. 18 minutes 58.999, 119.252 bungalow to bungalow for James Hine. Mike Brown, conversely, clearly has trouble. He's got 13 seconds on that climb of the mountain. Ramsey to the bungalow. He's only got about 19 in hand, is it, Chris? Over Dominic Herbertson in the battle for second now.
Yeah, let's look at the bungalow. Number 9, James Hine, leads by 19.666 seconds to number 7, Mike Brown, who returned to 22.3 back. There's Dominic Herbertson, number 1. Then there's number 2, Ian Locker, 27.3. The number 10, Stuart Hall, just gone through the bungalow, is 46.1. Also through Ramsey Hairpin, just number 16, Reece Hardesty. He's in 6th place. Oh, we believe Dominic Herbertson is out, and the 33rd Dominic Herbertson out of 3rd place. So that means the old father time himself, Ian Locker, I think Lee Johnson's got a quid on that, is on the podium.
Yeah, it's a good job. Mike Brown didn't do a move on him now. He's going to have to stand beside him on the podium. But yeah, credit to that whole LR team, putting out 2 amazing bikes, and if they both get round there to get a podium for both riders in the team.
It is the 2 leading riders, or Mike Brown, the first on the road, and Ian Locker there. There's 48.5 back for them, but back to the bungalow. Number 9, James Hine, led by 19.6. Then it's Mike Brown, then Dominic Herbertson, who is out. So Ian Locker will jump up, and what a story for Stuart Hall. 30 grand loan over 7 years to get that bike, and at the moment, if it stays like this, running into pole position in the lightweight, Dunlop lightweight Manx Grand Prix. You can see Lee Johnson's face when I mentioned about the 30 grand. Reece Hardesty, what a show up by Reece as well on the number 16 bike. He is through the bungalow as well. Number 15, Chris Moore. Number 11, Phil Harvey. Number 4, Mick O'Sweeney. All through there, so 9 riders are there at the moment. So we have a little look across. It's James Hine. He's not going too far away, Chris Boyd.
I think he probably should be there by now. Could there be issues for Hine? He isn't showing as a Trump owner.
And this will push, that could push Stuart Hall up to that 3rd position, fingers crossed, and there's such a great story that is. So across the line, Mike Brown and Ian Locker have gone. 43.8 is the gap between those 2 riders as they came across the line. The gap there, with the last lap for Mike Brown, 117.4, and Ian Locker 115.742, 19 minutes 26.4. Hine still not there, Chris Boyd.
No sign, devastating for the 22-year-old.
So he's not in the top 3.
Control of this race on the
I don't know. He's not first or second. Trying to work out who's first.
A 1-2 for the Laylaw team, Mike Brown and Ian Locker.
Didn't even hear.
Waiting for the next riders to come across.
Didn't hear who got first on the line there.
So drama indeed, as the late Peter Neal used to say here at the Isle of Man at the Manx Grand Prix on the mountain. That mountain climb has done for the 250s of Dominic Herbertson and James Hine. Remember the petrol issues you had in practice week as well, where he said he was mucking around with testing stuff. Number 10, Stuart Hall is now through Contamoni's 50 seconds back off Ian Locker. Yeah, somebody in the commentary box just went, wow, that is fantastic. Through the bungalow, Reece Hardesty, Chris Moore, Phil Harvey and Mick O'Sweeney all through there in disappointment for Dominic Herbertson. As we said, he's a retirement. So Mike Brown has finished his last lap of 116.449. Lap time 19 minutes 26, and the last lap for Ian Locker, his quickest lap in the race,
19 minutes 33.539, 115.742. So I'm sure Stuart Hall is saying a few prayers to whatever God he believes in. He will be looking as he comes out of the dip. He will go through Bedstead, possibly out there already, headed towards to Governors. And I tell you what, I hope the bank, if he gets his third position, writes the loan off for this lad, because that is everything. That is what motorbike racing is all about. We keep our eyes peeled for number 10 as number 11 Phil Harvey and number 4 Mikko Sweeney all go through. Phil in 4th position, Mikko Sweeney 5th at the moment. Across the line he comes. Absolutely no idea. Stuart Hall confirmed at the moment in 3rd position. 8 seconds back was Reece Hardesty and Crocknamonis, so they'll have to hold him at the bottom of the return road there. So across the line, Mike Brown, the winner, 43.8 back. Behind him is number 2, Ian Locker, both on teammates, the TZ 250. Well, James Hyde, what disappointment for that young man with no idea where he has stopped, unfortunately. Dominic stopped at the 33rd on the approach. We're waiting now for the next runner to come through. We'll be keeping an eye on number 60 and Reece Hardesty, Mikko Sweeney and Phil Harvey and Chris Moore all through Crocknamona as well. They'll be fitting into 5th, 6th and 7th. James Hyde was stopped between Brandish and Hilbury. What disappointment for the young man. So, your top 3 in the Dunlop lightweight Manx Grand Prix. Number 7, Mike Brown takes the race win. From number 2, Ian Locker, 43.8 seconds back. Confirmed in that 3rd place. Number 15, Chris Moore, confirmed in 5th position. Number 11, Phil Harvey, he's confirmed in 6th place. And number 4, Michael Sweeney, confirmed in that 7th place. Let's get down to, I'm sure, a very happy Mike Brown, Ian Locker, and Stuart Hall, John Hogan. Yeah, I'll take it away with Stuart Hall. As surprised as everybody else, I think, because I'm going to just take this out. Grab a drink of water. I'm going to stick this microphone straight in his face. Stuart, 3rd place in that 250 race. You look absolutely stunned. How are you feeling?
Oh, fantastic, yeah. I know it's James in here, but so... But
You went what? Well, you're still...
just a little. Yeah, so how dream come through. Got on the podium by default as privateer back in 17. And I always said I wanted to be on that podium proper, and here we are, so... Father and son, dad and
You can shake once I've passed you.
Just giving his
Get his wheelies again.
Dropping the bike up, we're going to walk around. We'll have a quick chat with Ian Locker, who's doing exactly the same thing with the Laylaw Racing.
7.5 for that. I'm walking back that way.
We're not doing that. We're not doing
You know, with jets and that's just the way it goes, you know. But no, it was good. We enjoyed it. The problems on that really was just the centre came out.
I don't know.
You know where anybody is?
So it alters the two strokes a little bit more, you know.
Oh, the toe.
So, 3rd position, number 10, Stuart Hall, a race time of 40 minutes, 21.140,
They're going to run the crossing points
112.391
between quarter past
20 minutes,
2
12.612. Back
and
to John.
quarter to 3.
Are they?
Running the Laylaw Racing team
What time are we
for
on now?
in this 250 race. Smiling and happy.
Absolutely fantastic.
Quarter past 2.
Can't really do much better than that.
So, how
We
long
worked
are we going to
hard all
have
week.
until the
It's
next
just a pity it
one?
was a
That's the
2-lap race, a
question. How long?
4-lap, but I think poor old Jim maybe suffered a fuel issue. You know, he's so close to home, which is very unfair from what he's done, but we can't complain. I know it's a terrible way to win, but a 1-2 is fantastic for us.
Clearly, you guys have put together
the
not
top
just
3
one
years,
bike,
yeah.
but a cracking pair of bikes to race in.
Yeah, lovely bikes. The big thing coming here, obviously Ian knows his way around here like the back of his hand, but Mike had never sat on a 2-stroke really till last Sunday, so it was a real learning curve for him. But he just took to it like a duck to water. It's fantastic, and the lap times he was putting in, fantastic. So I'd say he's a very happy man as well.
Yeah, you and I spoke on the first day, and you jetted that thing real rich.
We sort of came down gently with him. I was, you know, just being cautious. Safety is the main thing around this.
So we keep joking about the slope cut.
Come off, which is a bit silly.
They don't want to go down there because they break their legs.
Not many people. I don't think many even went in for fuel or pets there. Like
No, they didn't have to, it's only 2.
I know, but they had them ready. They had the guys ready to
No,
get.
they're not, they're just standing there.
Across the points
That's
road
how
for
their
the
team's
pros
putting
again
them on,
at
Kevin.
2:45. Now there is an award for the fastest lap by a Moto 3 machine and also the highest placed Moto 3 machine awarded too.
They've been having an absolute ding-dong all race, and they're in 8th and 9th positions overall. It has gone to Richard Wilson. He's just pipped on snow at the end, 29 seconds in it, but literally finished 8th and 9th overall in the race, Chris.
Okay, Lee, your thoughts on the race? Disappointment, massive disappointment for James Hyde. Whatever happened to him out on the circuit? Dominic Herbst
What
on for a
happened to James
podium
Hyde?
as
He
well.
was just so
How
well.
about that for a story, Stuart Hall? When I said to you, when I just said about, £30,000 loan over 7 years, incredible.
Hopefully someone from the bank's watching this, because that guy deserves to be getting.
So I'm gonna guess after that.
Unbelievable for him.
I'm guessing after this race they're gonna take a big break to let the route open.
Well, there is a little half an hour.
And rode the bike. Lucky to have a team meeting in Leopard.
So this is where people were like, do they stay here or do they quickly nip back?
Over in 10th position there. So let's run down it then. Number 7, Mike Brown. Number 2, Ian Locker. Number 10, Stuart Hall. Number 16, Rhys Hardesty. 15, Chris Moore. Number 11, Phil Harvey. Number 4, Michael Sweeney. 29, Richard Wilson, and the first Moto 3 machine Memorial Cup. Now what we have to work out now, young Christopher Boyd, is the fastest lap by the Moto 3 machine, because they will win the George Richardson Trophy. So there we go. So, sorry mate, more work for you, but there you go. On you go. He's throwing paperwork.
I think it'd be all computerised by now. Automatically done for them.
Sorry. Number 38, Gareth Arnold has just finished in 9th position. Newcomer, of course. 25, Tom Snow in 10th position. Number 33, Simon Hunt in 11th. Obviously, these are unofficial times. Number 22, Adrian Morris in 12th. Number 20, Will Lowe in 13th at the moment. And 19, Richard Parker in 14th at the moment.
Just see what the battery is. Let's see.
For us, considering we didn't do a lap on the bike till this morning, so
I don't know what to net
30%. Do you think? What time's the next? I don't know what time's the next.
It was red flag, but so we didn't know any what jet to put into it. We didn't know what to do with the motorbike, so we just said we take a chance.
But see what time? They haven't done the trophy thing yet, have they?
Well, look, I just kept going just for the lads because they worked hard all week, and then
See how long we've got after the trophy, and we can quickly run that. But if you want to get some power,
and I think it's probably one of the only ones that finished. So yeah, we're really happy with that. Fair play to Michael, fair play to John Chapman for giving me the opportunity to ride the bike, but I just like a bit more time on the bike. But unfortunately, that's just the way the
I
week
don't think
went.
you'll lose it.
How are you feeling physically?
Yeah, I'm a little bit sore after getting off the small bike with a couple of heroics during the week. Probably nearly right half a boot on what happened to me during the week, but yeah, look, I hope we all stand to settle down now a bit. I'm going to ride this evening on the 5.
I think a lot of people wait to see what happens with the things. But there's still people here.
Thanks for talking to us. Go and have a cup of tea and relax before this evening.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Could have a little look at the big shout out, I think, to number 38, Gareth Arnold in that 9th position. Chris Boyd had his quickest lap as well. He's the only newcomer in the race. He'll win the Prix Cup.
He will indeed, a best lap of 107.319, which is really good for a newcomer.
And also the Philip Hayhurst Trophy he'll win for the highest placed newcomer in there as well. So special awards. And James Hyde for the fastest lap of the race will win the Freddie Fifth Trophy.
Well, he got a trophy for the fastest lap. I don't think he's won one, has he?
No consolation for him, Chris Boyd.
The slightest bit of consolation, but he was going for a race win and has been all week. And conversely for Mike Brown, as they say, Lee Johnson, bad practice week, great race day.
Yeah, he was very fortunate, and for what Mike said in his interview there, he knew he was beat by James on the day, whether it was down to the bike or what, but no credit to Mike for winning the race, and really unfortunate for James.
Thank you, Lee. Let's get down to Carolyn Sells. I think she's got Gareth Arnold with her.
I have indeed. I've got Gareth Arnold here. I tried to grab him before he went out, but he took a little while to come out. Gareth, you've just finished a fantastic 9th place in the lightweight Manx Grand Prix. How does that feel?
Feels amazing, to be honest. First time here. We had a bad crash on Sunday, to be honest. And, well, I didn't know if we were going to get back out, so it's good to be able to finish. Pretty decent speed, decent position, to be honest.
You've done really well now. Your mum was telling me that you wanted to do this race since you were 10 years old on that actual bike that you've got there, is that right?
Wanted to do it 10 years old.
It's been a dream for years and years now. And it's finally come true.
Oh, that's so good to see, and that's everything that the Manx Grand Prix is about, and well done. That's really, really good. We're very proud of you.
Thank you. So well done to Gareth Arnold there, of course, winning those couple of awards too. There's also the fastest lap award, and the race winner will be Mike Brown. He will be awarded the lightweight Manx Grand Prix trophy very shortly when he gets brought down from the winners' enclosure. But what a race, what an open. Don't forget, we have now confirmed the 3:15 start for the Junior Manx Grand Prix, and also the Senior Classic race will be going at 5:30. 5:30. Chris Palmer is with Michael Dunlop.
Got Michael Dunlop here. He's stood here in his shorts and t-shirt looking very relaxed, but I don't know whether he's not relaxed inside his head. Can you just explain to people what happened there for us, Michael?
Yeah, very disappointed.
Not allowed to freely speak.
The car, of course, hung out to dry basically. You know, it's like on 250s around here, they have to be on the knife edge. It's only me and Jimmy that's here looking after him, so Jimmy's a four-stroke mechanic. You know, from the days we had to have her on the money. We had her from last night, she wasn't on the money. They made me do a camera lap up the top. We were doing a camera lap and I got stuck. Big bike won't start, it's a total loss system, so we were stuck up the mountain and basically got a car, left at the last minute, brought a car for 2 minutes to go, and she just ran far too rich, she went full of gearing, so I don't know. It's I don't think I understand. It was just a lot of time and effort and to try and get it going, and then they just told me out to drive basically.
I know it's disappointing, Michael, and I do feel for you as a two-stroke man of the past. And I do understand that the bikes have got to be, you know, they've got to be right on the button, otherwise they just won't pull. I do understand that, but yeah, I'm sorry that it didn't work out for you, mate, because I was looking forward to watching your progress forward, really, from sixth position. So yeah, no, never mind, mate.
Well, hopefully now all the bikes are in, they're going to do the podium. Then again, I'm not sure we even. We might see it from here.
And whatnot, and just see what the pressures were like. And they should be as good as nearly as a twin. So
they really should just make it the.
Break that 120 marker, you know what I mean? If ever would have ran right, but as I say, with being left out and being brought back with 2 minutes to go, we physically just couldn't change the jets.
So I'm not sure they're waiting for all the bikes to come through, or.
I don't know much about the 250s then. Not that I know quite about it either, but with a couple of mates watching different areas to give me a heads up of where we needed to be going, and as I said, that we're just too late getting back. But you know, it's a pity because I do think you get 250s are nice around here. They're not like twins where they're quite heavy and you know, great chassis. Where the 250s love to be chat. Chris, you've done it yourself once they're singing, but the problem with the Honda, they have to be on the money to get them to go, and as I say, we just weren't able to do that today.
Okay, Michael, thanks for talking to us, mate. Thank you.
Yeah, nice seeing the thoughts of Michael Dunlop there as well. I'm sure he'll be back to contest another 250 race, but you have to say that the 250 race is very good. Let's get down to the podium for the Dunlop Manx Grand Prix, and of course the podium presentations will be done by Dennis Stroll. John Hogan.
Yep, we're going to start with the TZ250 lockout in third place. A true privateer. Ladies and gentlemen, give him a clap to Stu Hall.